Strong at the beginning like we did this morning.
West side of the building will be removing these stanchions.
Speak into the microphone.
Okay. What I was describing is after the ceremony, we'll remove the stanchions on my left and right so that you can exit out of the west doors. There's banks of doors on this side, and it's a faster exit for those of you that would like to take advantage of that. And again, the ceremony will be starting in just a moment, and we ask the audience to remain seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Would the audience please stand as the UNC Police Department Honor Guard approaches the stage for the presentation of colors, and while Raleigh Fairchild leads us in singing our national anthem. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Northern Colorado's Fall Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. My name is Vish Iyer, and I'll be your host for today's ceremony. Our student farewell address this afternoon will be given by Hannah Beebe. Hannah will be receiving her Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. On the first day of classes in my freshman year here at UNC, I woke up ridiculously early in my dorm room on the top floor of Harrison Hall, bemoaning the lack of air conditioning. I dug through my drawers, and I remember pulling every article of clothing out of my closet in an attempt to find the perfect first day of school outfit. When I was finally dressed, I walked out of my residence hall 30 minutes early to get to my class 5 minutes away because I was terrified of getting lost. Did anyone else have this experience? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Now look how far we've come. We've reached the light at the end of the tunnel. Each one of us has spent at least 21,504 hours striving towards this moment. We have used those hours for a plethora of important causes. Though much of our time was spent studying, scrambling to finish assignments for professors who thought their class was the only one on our schedules, and worrying about grades, we accomplished far more than academic success. We joined hundreds of on-campus clubs and organizations. We fought for social justice and voiced our opinions on the big issues in our world. We gave our hearts, minds, and bodies to UNC to impact our community. But of course, we didn't do it alone. To our family, friends, support people, significant others, thank you for answering our stressed out phone calls and believing in us, even in the moments we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you for laughing with us, crying with us, and motivating us to be our best. To our faculty, thank you for caring about us and seeing us as people, not just another number. Thank you for pushing us to be successful and for inspiring us to make our college years matter. To our staff, thank you for keeping our school running. Thank you for doing whatever needed doing to support us and for your stellar work that we as students may never have even seen. Fellow graduates, we are the next generation of decision makers. Just as each of us has been transformed by our time here at the best UNC, let's go Bears, we must in turn work to transform the world around us. Each one of us is a vital part of our society. We may be leaving our college community, but there's no reason for us to stop making the world a better place. Remember how we started clubs and connected with people who shared our passions? Who says we can't continue to foster those connections in our future communities? We've spent the last several years working toward a campus where every person feels safe to express themselves. Why should we stop advocating for change when we leave here? We have altered the campus culture for the better. Imagine how much more we can achieve in our future. Some of us plan on continuing to pursue academics. Others anticipate entering the workforce, and still others have no idea where we'll go next. No matter what the future holds, we must choose how we will impact the communities we are a part of. We are responsible for the society we want to live in, so let's use those 21,504 hours to make the world a better place. As you step into the next chapter of your story, be uplifted, be a catalyst for change, be a ray of hope in a dark world. Thank you.
It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the President of the University of Northern Colorado, Andy Feinstein.
Well, thank you, Dr. Iyer. And good afternoon, graduates and guests. Oh, come on. Good afternoon. That's more like it. Well, I'm honored to be with you during one of my favorite events of the year. On a personal note, it has made all the more special and memorable being my first commencement as UNC's president. We offer a special thank you to the University Trombone Ensemble and conductor and professor Nathaniel Wickham for the music played during the procession. In addition, we appreciate Raleigh Fairchild leading us in singing the national anthem this afternoon. Raleigh is receiving her Bachelor of Music Education today and did an outstanding job. We are also grateful to Hannah Beebe for delivering our student farewell address and our UNC Police Department Honor Guard for presenting the colors. Joining me on the platform today are many of the stewards of UNC's academic traditions and the leaders who help direct us toward the future. Would the members of UNC's Governing Board of Trustees who are in attendance today please stand and be recognized as I call your names. Trustee Janice Sinden. And Student Trustee Malika Michelle Fuller. Thank you, trustees. Also in attendance are the faculty and staff who foster an environment that allows teaching and scholarship to thrive at this university. Would these individuals please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Graduates, commencement marks a significant milestone on your path as a lifelong learner. It is indeed a mark of distinction that deserves to be celebrated. Look around you. Soak up this moment with your peers, family, supporters, faculty and staff looking on. I know I can speak for them in conveying your collective pride and our collective pride in your accomplishment. As your journey continues, you leave the university well prepared to embark on the next chapter of your lives. How do I know that? A degree from UNC not only opens doors, but the devotion and work ethic you have displayed to reach this stage are self-evident. A UNC education provides the crucial foundation and fosters the critical thinking skills that are so valuable in today's ever-changing world. UNC graduates go on to do amazing things, and they are equipped to adapt in response to whatever life presents. It cannot be overstated. Today is a momentous occasion. You're about to become part of the storied history of the University of Northern Colorado. In 1891, the first 12 graduates of our institution celebrated commencement, and that number has grown to over 154,000 strong. Since our founding in 1889, we are honored to have you join them in this noble tradition. Graduates, let's look back on highlights from this past year. Highlights serve as a small sample of what makes our campus so special. UNC is just the right size to foster meaningful relationships, forged with world-class opportunities that distinguish us from our peers. I am proud that we produce graduates like our keynote speaker today, who are a testament to what is possible with the UNC degree. At this time, I am very pleased to introduce that speaker, Dr. Brian Davidson. I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Davidson earlier this semester on my state tour during a stop in Grand Junction. We met at SCL Health St. Mary's Medical Center, where Dr. Davidson serves as president. As we toured the facility, the largest hospital between Denver and Salt Lake City, it was more than just the sweeping vistas from the helipad atop the building that struck me. It was also how Dr. Davidson and his colleagues interacted. The mutual respect was obvious just by how genuinely they greeted and conversed with one another. Dr. Davidson received his Bachelor's of Arts in Chemistry from UNC. He completed medical school and residency training in anesthesiology at the University of Colorado Health Sciences Center. He then completed a healthcare administration fellowship at University of Colorado Anschutz Medical Campus and earned an MBA from the University of Colorado, Denver. Dr. Davidson served on the full-time faculty at the University of Colorado School of Medicine and as a physician leader until July 2014, when he joined St. Mary's as Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. In 2015, Dr. Davidson became interim president and later president of St. Mary's. Dr. Davidson is married to Amy Gagnon, MD, a maternal fetal medicine specialist. They have two boys, Tasman and Milo, I can see right over there. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brian Davidson.
Well, thank you, President Feinstein, not only for that kind introduction, but for the wonderful energy you brought to your new role as UNC's 13th president. I'm quite certain that number 13 will become UNC's new lucky number. 2018 UNC graduates, congratulations to each one of you on this big day. I'm so humbled by the invitation to be the commencement speaker today and to impart some lighthearted perspective and advice as you go forth into the world with a well-earned college diploma in your hand. My comments today will take less than the allotted time because my training in history as an anesthesiologist mean that in about 6.5 minutes of talking to most new people, I can easily render them unconscious. In the summer of 1994, I set foot on the UNC campus and walked across the graduation stage in 1999, just about 20 years ago. Like many of you, I was technically a first-generation college student. Like all of you, I had big dreams. I wanted to be a doctor, get married to a smart and beautiful person, have happy and healthy children, serve as a leader in my community to the best of my ability, and maybe one day pay off school. 4 out of 5 isn't too bad. A lot has changed at UNC and in the world since the late 1990s, even though it wasn't all that long ago. My former residence hall, McCowan Hall, no longer exists, being replaced by North and South Hall. The campus rec center that we were just in before the processional, it first opened. And my friends and I attended the first football game at Nottingham Field. Gunter Hall was a gymnasium in 1994, before it was transformed into the beautiful home of the College of Natural and Health Sciences. Skinner Music Library was built and opened during my time here. Ross Hall of Science, where I spent a lot of time using the little pipette thing, it was half its size today, and it still didn't have air conditioning. The old part. The internet and email were relatively new. There were no smartphones. In fact, there were very few cell phones at all. I got my first cell phone my senior year of college with 75 whole minutes per month to use to call whoever I wanted. Texting wasn't part of our lexicon. Friends was a regularly scheduled primetime TV show on NBC rather than another back-to-back series of reruns available on Netflix or cable. Speaking of back-to-back, during my time at UNC, the UNC football team won back-to-back national championships. And so did the Broncos. 20 years ago is looking pretty good right now, isn't it? Well, thank you for taking a walk with me down the late 1990s memory lane. Now let's get back to the reason why you all came here today, to receive your college diploma and set free into the world to make use of that diploma. Let me provide you with some parting bits of advice and a charge. In creating the list, I reached out to community leaders and others who have mentored me over the years and asked them, what would you tell a group of students graduating from college in 2018? The responses I received were surprisingly similar. First, it is okay to fail sometimes, but it is never okay to quit. Much success in your life will correlate directly with your willingness to simply get back up after a failure and persevere. Second, be kind to those you encounter in your career and in your life. You just never know when the goodwill may come back to benefit you. Plus, life is just much more enjoyable if people generally like it. Last, today is about you, and it should be. Celebrate, take it all in, reflect on what you've accomplished over the last 4, 5, or more years. You are now part of the top 7% most educated people in the entire world. And every day henceforth should become less and less about you, and instead focus increasingly on your family, your friends, your colleagues, your patients, your audience, your students, your clients, and those in need in the community. I wish for all of you to have distinct and fond reminiscence of this place as I do. The friends you made and the memories you share with them will become ever more special in the years to come. What you learned here from extraordinary faculty and staff and what you experienced will form a strong foundation for continued growth that will serve you for a lifetime. 2018 UNC graduates, be brave and do everything you can to achieve your dreams. Along the way, please take some time and effort to help those around you achieve their dreams too. Congratulations, and of course, go Bears.
Thank you, Dr. Davidson. We appreciate your joining us today and sharing your thoughts with our graduates and guests. My name is Theo Calico, and I am the interim provost for the University of Northern Colorado. Among the many traditions associated with commencement is the presentation of the mace and college banners during the processional. These items symbolize the graduates' accomplishments and the university's commitment to student success. The selection of a banner bearer is considered to be a special honor. Those serving as banner bearers today have been recognized and selected by their colleges based on their academic contributions. Would our mace and banner bearers please stand and be recognized? In addition, we acknowledge our commencement marshals, deputy marshals, and marshal captains who serve as leaders during these ceremonies. Would these faculty members stand and be recognized? Thank you. Today I have the honor of recognizing some of our most distinguished student scholars. Will candidates for Latin honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude please stand? Now pay attention to this. To qualify for Latin honors, these students have successfully completed at least 56 credit hours at UNC and have achieved the necessary cumulative grade point averages throughout their academic careers. And you have to hear this to believe this. 3.9 grade point average or higher for summa cum laude. 3.8 to 3.89 grade point average for magna cum laude. And 3.7 to 3.79 grade point average for cum laude. These students are identified by their blue and gold cords. Individual honors will be announced as they receive their diplomas. Please join me again in congratulating these students. Would our university honors, scholars, and leadership program, as well as mortarboard students, please stand? Can be identified by their gold stoles or silver and gold tassels, and we recognize them for superior achievement in scholarship, leadership, and service. Congratulations again. Will the candidates who have been recommended for teacher licensure please stand? The University of Northern Colorado has a long history of excellence in teacher education. The candidates who have been recommended for teacher licensure wear light blue tassels. Please join me in recognizing their accomplishments again. The laws of the state of Colorado vest the authority for the University of Northern Colorado in its Board of Trustees. We are pleased to have Trustee Janice Sinden give the authorization for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you. The Board of Trustees extends its congratulations to our UNC graduates and their families. We are proud of your accomplishments and the significant milestone in your lives. President Feinstein, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees for the University of Northern Colorado, and as a member of the board, I hereby authorize you to confer on this term's graduates the appropriate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the university.
Thank you, Trustee Sinden. We also appreciate your tremendous service and support of our alma mater. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? There you go. They had to think about that. By the authority the Board of Trustees vests in me, I confer upon you, individually and severally, the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Music Education degrees with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to these degrees. Thank you, students. Please be seated for the moment. Now, the deans of the respective colleges will present the graduates who have met the requirements for the degrees established and recommended by their college's faculty.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Bobrowski, and I'm the Dean of the Montfort College of Business. Will the candidates receiving bachelor's degrees from the Montfort College of Business please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Allison Channel.
Jacob Higa.
Michaela Leffler.
Matthew James.
Kelsey Morrison. Tyler Kinspotter.
Efren Lemus Martinez.
Stephen Bradley. Danya Kutsi.
Amber Perez.
Alex Aguilar.
Katie Kavinsky, magna cum laude.
Riley Bischoff.
Maribel Marquez.
Zachary Bach.
Kendra Christensen.
Sabrina Hornby.
Molly Chadwick.
Shelby Severin.
Madison Lightfoot.
Caitlin Hitchcock.
Brendan Davis.
Benito Gutierrez.
Chase McGarry.
Ryan Crimmins.
Hannah Lieb.
Adam McGraw.
Ethan Bond.
Emma Hatfield. Austin Weber.
Jacob Aiello.
Ryan Gonzalez.
Manjai Faison.
Trey Van, cum laude.
Janae Black.
Catherine Van de Worker, cum laude.
Andrea Pretty Smith.
Erica Estes.
Savannah Jaramillo.
Mariel Gutierrez.
Jacob Graves.
Tia Nelson.
Robert Thidio III.
Connor Bell.
Brandon White Kilburg.
Caleb Harris.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Matthew Farrell.
Brock Baker.
Haley Sternberg.
Katrina Hunt.
Trenton Higgins.
Melita Pawlowski.
Brian Martinez.
Shannon Nelson.
Aspen Sanchez.
Elisaveta Pereskokova, cum laude.
Brenna Lee, magna cum laude.
Brooklyn Young.
Brianna Holiday.
Jamie Dagg.
Brody Nelson.
Shannon Hansen.
Jordan Parsons, summa cum laude.
Cosme Martinez. Joseph Pinto. Isaac Dudney. Rafael Ortega.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Burkhard Englert, the Dean of the Natural Health Science College. Will the candidates receiving bachelor's degrees from the College of Natural and Health Sciences please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Shelby Baumeister.
Brianna Ott, cum laude.
Daniela Garcia.
Kylie Takahashi.
Alicia Jones.
Paige Weaver. Jeannie Webb, magna cum laude.
Alyssa Murphy.
Tyler Onafrak.
Heather Waite, magna cum laude.
Haley Bachholt.
Cynthia Ruelkawa.
Austin George.
Soledad Sierra.
Evan Rudo.
Alana Waite.
Vincent Moquin.
Nick Weston.
Alicia Lincoln. Taryn Likes.
Cedric Buck.
Stephen Christensen.
Derek Donovalis.
Patrick Shank.
Joaquin Herrera.
Ryan Wilson. Saba.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Saba Wolde.
Deepak Sangdian.
Corey Conalog.
Derek Karg.
Betsy Kahn.
Chelsea Evelyn.
Heather Gitcub.
Sierra Rickford, cum laude.
Shara Kingston.
Bradley Otto.
Samantha Sims.
Caleb Creech.
Kyle Hale.
Michaela Lucero.
Roosevelt Contreras.
Abigail Stewart, cum laude.
Melissa England.
Albany Blanton.
Tanner Johnson.
Shelby Clark.
Keelan Coulter.
Esperanza Gonzalez.
Idrek Amaldin.
Abigail Mann.
Ace Spitzer.
Amy Hernandez Rivarol.
Rhiannon Gross.
Jessica Cabrera Garcia.
Miskana Alum.
Regina Torres.
Abigail Tando, magna cum laude.
Crystal Valdez.
Sadra Nalamu Kunert, magna cum laude.
Peyton Ziegler.
Emily Cash, magna cum laude.
Blake Lawal.
Alyssa Black.
Michael Canese. Maria Redmond, cum laude.
Clay Chanti.
Ellie Verhey, summa cum laude.
Brianna Heisel.
Colton Wilson.
Desiree Maldonado.
Veronica Fisher.
Kimberly Myers.
Catherine Grant.
Caitlin Alley.
Suzette Montes Castillo, cum laude.
Andrea Fragoza.
Desiree Sharples.
Brandy Kelly.
Zachary Arnegard.
Taylor Henderson.
Wendy Lopez Vasquez.
Monica Leppert.
Alana Miller.
Kenneth Lawler.
Karina Torres.
Jamie Sledowitz.
Amanda Cook.
Michael Bottoms.
Madison Waldman.
Becca Ross.
Casey Ball.
Brittany Poppleton.
Hallie Craig.
Annabelle Beering.
Heather Templeman, cum laude.
Megan Lavelli.
Serena Owens.
Claire McCoy. Nicolette Mitchell.
Rebecca Edson.
Yoali Morales.
Travis Baldwin.
Aaron Sporer, summa cum laude.
Brock Needens.
Stephanie Bridge.
Tara Anderson, cum laude.
Edith Tapia. Jonathan Heller. Christina Provost, magna cum laude. Maya Sherry, magna cum laude.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leo Welch. It's my pleasure to serve as Dean of the College of Performing and Visual Arts. Will the candidates receiving the bachelor's degrees from the College of Performing and Visual Arts please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Raleigh Fairchild.
Lindsay Webster, summa cum laude.
Laura Martin.
Megan Vito.
Samantha Calderon.
Lexi Davis.
Caitlin Kittleson.
Marissa Groulet.
Kate Foreman.
Julia Bannereau, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Hansen.
Carrie Ferraro.
Megan Maddox, summa cum laude.
Carly Cumber.
Alyssa Cheever.
Jamie Hathaway.
Courtney Bobo.
Lexus Limmer.
Juan Gonzalez Jr.
Ashleen Silva.
Ori Biton.
Amy Welsh, summa cum laude.
Cameron Collins.
Michaela Kelso.
Taylor Blakesley.
Alexandra Ward, magna cum laude.
Caleb Ward.
Tyler Miller.
Shane Mosser.
Arthur McAvoy, cum laude.
Kira Lindsay, summa cum laude.
Sierra Osterlund.
Devin Ward, magna cum laude.
Bailey Peoples.
Lydia Funk, magna cum laude.
Marie Lee.
Well, that was wonderful. Big round of applause. Many of you may have heard me use what has become one of my favorite phrases, rowing, not drifting. It is inscribed in the Horseman Gate on Central Campus. It is as relevant today as it was over 100 years ago when the class of 1910 adopted it as its motto. The words inspire us to be intentional in our actions. While uncertainties in life have a way of making us feel adrift at times, you leave here today with a solid foundation in place that will help you navigate those rapids. I encourage you to apply the same fortitude and spirit that brought you to this stage. Row through them to your goals. Being here today has been tremendously rewarding. You are continuing to validate your commitment as a lifelong learner. As a UNC graduate, you also joined a distinguished group of alumni from across the country and around the world. I would now like to introduce Allie Stagg-Haskett. Allie is Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations. She holds a Bachelor's degree of Arts in Human Communication from UNC and a Master's degree in Nonprofit Management from Regis University. A Northern Colorado native, Allie was raised with childhood ties to UNC. She is active in the Greeley community and on campus, supporting and volunteering with many of the causes that matter to you, our students, and the alumni with whom she works. Please welcome Allie Stagg-Haskett.
Thank you, President Feinstein. Congratulations, class of 2018, and welcome to the UNC Alumni Association. You are now part of a network of more than 130,000 alumni worldwide, so wherever you go after graduation, you'll never be far from another bear. Remember this network, whether your next steps take you to a classroom, a boardroom, or a Broadway stage, because we're here to support you just as you'll support those who follow you. As you move forward, maintain connections with your friends, your professors, and your university. Use the Bear Network to your advantage as you search for a job, find a new place to call home, or look for ways to stay connected at UNC. Will everyone who is a UNC alumnus or alumna please stand? That includes you, new graduates. Look around you, graduates. This is your Bear Network. These are your fellow Bears. Thank you, alumni. You can all be seated. Graduates, celebrate today. But remember that this is not the finish line that will define your life. Go beyond today and make a positive impact in your world, personally and professionally. This impact will define your life and distinguish you as an alum of this great institution. Regardless of where life takes you, you'll always be connected to UNC. And graduates, remember, once a Bear, always a Bear. Thank you, go Bears.
Thank you, Allie. In our audience today, we have a graduating Air Force ROT student and his officer. Colonel Timothy Childress is here on behalf of the Air Force ROTC. Would our ROTC student and his officer please stand and be recognized? We also invite those visiting today who are actively serving in all branches of our military or who may be retired to stand as we acknowledge and offer our gratitude for your services to this great nation. Graduates, your achievement and success could not have happened without your family, friends, and supporters. These individuals believe in your ability to succeed and have been there to cheer you on. Please take a moment to thank them with a big round of applause. We can do better than that, come on. Thank you. In just a moment, the University Trombone Ensemble will perform the recessional. Would the audience and graduates please remain seated until the stage party and faculty leave the arena and you are dismissed by the commencement marshals. Lastly, graduates, as a symbol of your transition from student to alumnus, you may move your tassel from the left to the right side, to the left side of your motorboat. Congratulations, graduates. I declare the Fall 2018 Undergraduate Ceremony to a close.